Is it possible that you already know everything you need to know to be successful online, but something other than knowledge is holding you back? If it's as simple as the mechanics of online marketing, setting up websites, and so forth, you can always hire someone to do that part for you. But if it is lack of confidence or fear of failing that is holding you back, then it is up to you to squash that particular bug, or at least quarantine it to the furthest corner of your house. And if the thought of failing is enough to keep you from starting your online empire, then welcome to the club. We have a lot of members because frankly, fear of failure is one of the biggest stumbling blocks to success online. It is oppressive and destructive. It can cause you to willingly set aside your dreams forever. So, why do we fear failure so much? The answer to this question goes back to life experiences that inadvertently taught us it's better not to risk than to risk and loss. When you fail at something, it's natural to worry what other people will think about you and if they will lose interest in you. You worry about how smart and capable you are and whether you can effectively pursue future endeavors. In fact, when you fear failure, you are actually worried about an entire host of possible outcomes, most of which will never come to pass, no matter how many times you fail. But the mind isn't rational, and simply talking yourself out of being afraid doesn't work any better than trying to manifest an iron will. So, what is the secret to overcome fear of failure? Well, there are several, but we'll give you one here that you can use right away. Experiments in the 1970s showed that there are two distinct groups of children when it comes to learning new skills. They are the ego-oriented children and the mastery-oriented children. The ego-oriented children will do whatever it takes not to lose face in front of their friends. Some of these children fear failure so much that they will invent ways to get out of any activity, or they will do the activity in such a way that they cannot fail. The mastery-oriented kids don't care as much about losing face as they do about acquiring a new skill. In fact, they realize that initially failing is simply a part of the process of learning and take it in strides. These kids are happier and succeed much faster than those who fear failing. Thus, if you can change your focus to acquiring a new skill and deciding that no matter what happens along the way, you're going to enjoy the process, then you are on your way to overcoming your fear of failure. You might start small with something that doesn't hold a great deal of significance, such as learning a new game. Let's say you're going to take up billiards for the first time in your life. Your focus would be on learning how to hold and shoot the cue, the angles to use, the rules of the game, and so forth. When you miss a shot or scratch, it's not a big deal because you know that's just part of the process. You're just learning. You might be astonished at the difference it makes. You will be happier, you will have less stress, and you will learn your new skill much faster. From here, you might stretch yourself further by doing things that scare you. For example, if you are a shy person, you might ask 15 strangers a simple question. Do you have the time, please, in the space of 30 minutes? Now, note how you feel after the exercise. Odds are you will not only have conquered a fear of talking to strangers, you will also get a boost of confidence, which leads us to our next point. Are you lacking in confidence? You've got a great idea for a new business, but frankly, you just don't have the guts to go for it. Or maybe you decide to go ahead with your idea, but then someone says it will never work and you chuck the whole thing. Why? Low self-confidence. This goes hand in hand with the fear of failure. So, why do people develop low self-confidence in themselves? Usually, it's because they judge themselves unworthy, or they see major disconnects between what they think they are capable of and what they are actually doing. To develop an unshakable self-confidence, You should make it a habit to do one thing every single day that is out of your current comfort zone. When you do this, you will find that your confidence will immensely improve in just a few short weeks. Make yourself a list of all things you would like to do that you are not currently doing. Maybe you've wanted to join a group, take up a new hobby, try a different sport, or go to a fancy nightclub. Maybe you want to get better at talking with the opposite sex, or at making friends, or getting better at making online contacts. Maybe you've wished you could get 5 minutes with the big gurus in your niche, or regularly post to forums and blogs. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do but haven't, put it on the list. Even small stuff like taking a walk around your neighborhood and ringing doorbells of neighbors you haven't met yet can go on the list. Write down everything you can think of that you've been holding back on, and keep adding to this list daily as you think of new things. Now that you've got the list, pick one thing and do it right now. That's right, do it now, or at least before you go to bed tonight. Notice a difference in how you feel about yourself. You should. When you don't do the things you wish you would do, for whatever reasons, we lose self-esteem. But when we finally do those things, not only do we become more self-confident, we also find we are happier, more fulfilled, and more ready to take on even bigger challenges. You'll notice that most of the examples I've given haven't been internet marketing related. That's because raising your confidence in any one area can help you in all other areas as well. When you have success learning tennis, you can use that boost in confidence to tackle website building or product creation. And when you overcome your fear of talking to strangers, it gets easier to network on Skype with people you don't know. One last thing, it's far better to take multiple baby steps than try to overcome the world in a day. Making slow, steady progress anchors your triumphs and make it that much easier to achieve a little bit more tomorrow. That will be it for this video. Go out there now and implement what you've just learned and start defeating your fear of failure. Thanks for watching and have a great day.